Well, welcome back, crew, and welcome back to the workshop. Today, we're going to be making a mask shelf. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but you do. If you clicked on the video, you probably saw a thumbnail for it. But I'm going to be pretty much making this up as I go. And today, we're outside. This is going to be the new heavy workshop where we work on things. I got two cameras. One, two. This one's going to be the wide shot, kind of showing everything I'm doing. And this one is going to be for more personal stuff. Up close to see what I'm doing with my hands. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to attempt to do, see if it works, see if it doesn't. But the idea is to end up with a shelf that fits all my masks on it. That's pretty much it. As far as materials go, I have to start with a palette. You can see this. I have a used, being thrown away palette that I was able to salvage, and it's very unique, so that's why I wanted it so much. It's not your typical 48 by 40 palette either. It's slightly off dimension, so it's a little bit wider, so I can do a little bit more with it. Look at the size of these wood pieces. They're like cutting boards everywhere. So what I'm going to attempt to do, I need to remove this piece so that I have these lateral straps still there. So these will be the actual shelves. Very simple. 2x4s. I'm gonna add two more. One here and one here, so that there's a even gap between. A pretty sufficient amount of space for a mask to fit. If you notice, a mask won't quite fit on 4 inches. So what I have to end up doing is adding an inch with another board to give it a little bit more balance toward the back. As long as the balance point isn't shifted forward, this won't fall out. So I'm just going to extend this a little bit by like an inch or a half inch. Hooray! I'm imagining this is going to be painted at the end as well. So, at the end of it's probably going to be two tones, probably red and yellow, because it's my base. So red will be like the background and shadowies, and the trim will be yellow. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to see how we're going to do that. But like I said, we have to clean this up. The used palette, so it's kind of dirty. So, I'm going to get all the old nails out, take this piece off somehow, and file it down. I think I'm going to do a box. Like I said, I'm going to add an extra 2x4 here and here. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. Then I'm going to put an edge on the side for support. In order to do that and have it lined up right, I will have to bring these in. I'm actually going to be using these fence, these are called pickets. These are for fencing. They're like $1.50. They're really inexpensive, but as you can clearly see, they are very splintery. So I will have to sand these off to clean them, but they'll line up like this. Probably going to add some depth to each one of these 2x4s using this piece of wood. You can see it fit perfectly. That will give me my extra half an inch of balance so the masks don't fall out. And I think for painter's sake, I would paint all of these pieces individually yellow. We don't have to worry about taping anything. And as they will be the trim for each shelf. This will also be yellow, to be on the outside. And the rest of this will be red. But right now I have to clean up, like I said, this palette to make it usable. Pull out all the old nails. This is going to be the pain in the ass. It's about an inch thick. So So I have to get to these nails. It's very secure. I think I'm going to use this plank as a foot. Because this is going to be so heavy, I won't be able to hang it on the wall. I'll have to actually stand it up. If I'm going to do that, this is going to be a foot that'll hang out in front of it so that it won't get forward heavy ever and tip over. I'm going to take an inch, a 1-inch chisel. I'm going to try to separate the wood from each other. Get to this nail. All right, we got it. We got the foot off. No, don't do that. This could split in half. I'm really trying not to do that. We got the separation for a nail right here. Separate for a nail. So we're gonna go to do that even all the way across. This nail was driven in by a gun. A nail gun was used for this, so its pressure was too high, so it punched through. It's about a millimeter under the surface. That's why I couldn't get it out with the hammer. So I could just hammer it back down and hope it pops up through, and then grab it like that. Okay, I can get you. There it is. First one. Wood nails. They have like a spiral pattern on them. They hold like a screw does. So, okay, that side's good. Right there. Yeah, there you are. There you are. Boom. Board free. Ah, there we go. Now we have a foot. That cutting board sized piece of wood right there. That's beautiful. I gotta clean you. Everything is dirty. Everything. Sweet. This nail is poking through. Sometimes what happens when you use a nail gun is when a nail goes through the wood grain, it decides to turn at the last second. It shoots out the side of the board, and that's what happened. See what it's doing? There we go. Get out of there. You're ruining my life. This is a very heavy pallet. This is not an ordinary pallet. It's like a chip. This is probably about 70 pounds. It's very awkward. These are Saber drive screws. Hex head. With a star instead of a Phillips. They're stronger and they go through everything. Alright, now I gotta reinforce these. Not even flush, is it? That far. See, these screws take this kind of head so that it doesn't slip and it doesn't strip the screw. Used for heavier duty construction like sheetrock or metal. Almost. Get her that. Just outside of that line. So outside of that line. There we go. That. There we go. That is gonna be hot. Woo-hoo. Woohoo! Okay, so take time out on this one. For right now. And let's focus on attaching some legs together for this. It should be 6 feet. Let's see what half of that is. Make sure it is 6 feet. Right there. You have to stand it this. As a stand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the miter saw side to get 3 feet inside. The only reason why we go out and back in again is because I didn't pre-drill that into this. So what happens is, as it goes through there, as it's burrowing into this wood, it pushes it down. So it separates the two. So if you back out after that channel is already dug, and then go right back in, it actually allows it to drill in seamlessly. Just doing 4 because this is going to hold the entire stand. It has to be very strong. Also might put some brackets in here. Standing now. Able to hold this whole thing without falling over, hopefully. For stability, I'm going to put a bracket in. Do the same thing on both sides. So that one you can see. We're gonna do the other one now. And there we go. Now we got some brackets, some extra support, as well as 4 screws on the head. Hold the foot on. Use a skill saw. Take off the edges of that. They don't line up together. Notice? Heavy gap. So I have to take off 1/8 of an inch there, 1/4 inch here. Okay, skill saw is required to do this cut. A 1/4 inch. I need to take off this. It's going to be very, very awkward. because skill saws have to have a flat surface on either side. So this is it's very risky. So here we go. Now this one is in a very annoying place. They can't use a skill saw for. It's in the middle. This is an 1/8 of an inch off. It's too much, so old school. Gonna do like this. Gotta do it. Gotta do what you gotta do. Would you like some toast? Maybe some cheese slices? It's very, very small slices. Then we can paint this thing. Lather it. We're not doing it by hand. I might as well put everything back over here, protect the dresser with some cardboard, and go to town on the underside of this. The top side's done, but the underside is not. Well, finally that's done. It's a lot of work for a 2-inch brush. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, so that's done. That's the red, and yeah, come over here. Get over here. You can see it. What's going on with it? Doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good, actually. So we got over there. You can see the foot's black now of the stand. See over there? Zoom. Zoom. Yep. It's the stand down there. Now it's got a black foot. Those posts come up. They'll attach to the base of this somehow. I still have to figure that out. So I'm gonna use my block. Cancel that space out. I'm gonna get it right over here. Where I need it to be. Do a preliminary cut and see if I need to shave anything after I've done this cut. I've got 2 of these. Like before, we're gonna get our baseline like this. Very eyeball-y. So let's say I had this attached. If I have it attached, it has to go this much further than that. Join it. And if it goes that much further, I have to mark it the same distance on the other side backwards. Clamp it down like that. Now we're going to sand this down. Now that we have our boards cut for the edges, I'm going to use one of the sand discs with the drill bit attachment. I can attach the drill like this. Like that. And now we're going to sand this. And use my gloves. Sanding. it by hand now so I can just kind of feel it. These are ready to paint. I'm going to take this time with the scrap wood to actually fix the salmon top and add my baby assassin swing. Looks beautiful. So now we can put a swing up here. Almost there. Now I'm wondering, is that perfect? Almost. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Baby assassin swing. Yeah. So now I've decided that this is going to be the bottom. This is going to be the bottom because most of the boards on this side are not quite even or flush with the bottom of this board, and visually you won't be able to see it because it's on the bottom side. And so because this board is going to support the entire weight of this shelf, I have to attach some brackets to add strength to this board so it doesn't want to fall forward or backwards. Take the drill. And we do the same thing on the other side. Now these are dry. I went back over the yellow with a gold because I didn't like how the yellow looked anymore. Ugh. Okay, so as the back is drying right now, I actually don't have it in contact with anything, so I don't have to worry about the paint smearing or doing anything weird. I can kill two birds with one stone and actually start attaching the side pieces. What I'm going to do is attach the side piece to every single one of these parallel boards. So it'll be 2 screws each. And I've got to match up. I'm going to pre-drill the holes and fill the screws and then drive them the rest of the way in. So these boards here don't quite touch this, so it's actually going to pull the board in to meet them. And hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. Woo! And now that that's done, we can start adding these cross trims to add the inch to the front.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws each one. So that's 20. So I'm pretty sure these holes will be the line I gotta follow all the way up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. About a foot apart each. I have to eyeball that. So now what I have to do is attach the legs to this thing. It's going to be on the other side, but I'm going to show you what my thought process is. I have to lay this on the ground with the legs, but if I lay the legs on the ground flush with this, it'll match up wrong, because where I'm going to put this in the studio, there's a piece of trim against the wall on the footer. So it can't sit flush against the wall. If I were to just lay the legs down and attach it like this, it would be straight across, it would be away from the wall this far. So I have planned for this inch here to set back from the feet so that it will match the wall and the feet can go to the floor and meet up with the inch board and not actually have a gap. So if you see what I mean, I'm going to put 2 of these pickets underneath this, and only the legs and not this. About right. That is heavy. So now we're bringing out the big guns. This is a 2.5 inch fastener. I'm going to put that through all the way in there to act as the mount, and then I'm going to put brackets as well on the inside to make sure that it has enough strength to hold this, because it's just 2 little feeble little 2x4s. I need a right angle bit. So what we do is we take one of these right angle bits, shove the bit in there, and then fasten it inside the drill. This will then turn the gear inside and turn this instead. See how that works? That's cool. Now for the L brackets on the inside, I'm actually going to have to pre-mark these holes. Oh, doing things the right way. I hate it. Okay. A bracket up here, and do some pre-inserting so that it stays there. Bracket 1 done. Now we're going to do the other side. And that's it. We're done. Fine. Now we just got to get it in studio. In here. And as you can see down here, what I was talking about, the flashing. So like a protected for your floorboard, it connects to the wall. That's about 1 inch thick. So if I didn't put the legs offset from the back of this, it wasn't going to touch this wall. Now the heavy lifting comes in. Bicep curls are good to do for if you want to make a mask shelf in the future. You've got to have your biceps that curls down. Holy shit. This is tall. You might want to think twice the next time you say I want real wood furniture. Real wood is very, very heavy. Let's go, let's go. We all know that swearing is part of carpentry. So I wouldn't be doing it right if I didn't swear. That's a big mask shelf. Okay. Whew. Clean this off. All this wood shaving residue. But I actually want to put some hooks on here. Yeah, we'll put a few hooks on this on the sides so I can also hang things. A dual and a single. We're making Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, now for the finishing touch. Want to put some mask on this thing now? I sure do. Welcome back, crew, that's it! We made it through to the other side. We have a mask shelf. Finally, now you guys get to see all of the masks at once. And look, what about this as a background, huh? How about that? Does it look pretty good? I think it looks good. Thank you for joining me for this long journey. It was actually 3 days time lapse into that little, whatever, how long this video is to get that done. Hope you like that. I know I'm not an expert in carpentry or anything like that, absolutely not, but I do like projects and getting my hands dirty, so I hope you liked it. Leave a suggestion as to what else I might be able to make. Stay tuned for when I actually start to repair and expand on the salmon ladder. We'll see what happens with that. And hopefully you like, comment, subscribe for more of whatever the hell it is we're going to do. Click the little bell icon to get notified when we make videos. And we'll see you guys next time, whatever the hell it is we're going to do and make. Love you, everybody. Good night.